Just pick up green.
Hello, everybody.
Oh my gosh. You can't say
Welcome.
hello while the thing's still on the screen.
Well, you know what? There's no sound. It's just a really odd thing, just like your phone ringer song.
Well, I was giving us a little extra content on IG into the SoundUp studios.
Behind the scenes.
Y'all should go.
Instagram.
Y'all, if you're watching on Instagram live right now, you should go over to Facebook so you can see the full episode. Because you know what? Bye.
Yeah, welcome to the beginning intro part where we just sit here and we share everything.
It's just content at the beginning.
Yeah, we're just gonna share.
Oh, the save button's there now. It wasn't
Finally,
right?
Now we can actually do
Instagram.
this. Well, you know, okay. So next week we'll put that right here and we'll do both. We'll just stream on both.
Okay.
That way we have both. So I'm gonna share this into the group really quick. Share it to the group. There we go.
Perfect. Welcome to SoundUp, SoundOff, our weekly show where we get to do what we do best.
Still sponsored by Yeti.
Argue.
Yeti, if you want to really sponsor us.
There's too long. I thought I was waiting for you to do what we do best, and then you raised your glass. I thought you were going to answer my question and say argue, but you said Yeti, and that kind of threw off the whole kind of joke back and forth.
Because we don't argue. No.
Good gracious.
I'm kidding. So I
argued out there just before the show, like 3 minutes.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Anyway,
Welcome to SoundOff.
we just argued right there.
Let's restart.
Yeah. So anyway, are you ready to get into some topics? You don't know what I'm talking about yet?
I did not get a chance to see these topics, so my point of view will be off the cuff and extemporaneous. I said extemporaneous, Siri. That's why we use Alexa.
I don't understand either. I've never heard that word. I'm not good with words. Words are hard. So the first topic is something that I think a lot of people have been checking out. Yeah, now my phone's going off here. I just made fun of you. Oops. Is folding phones.
Folding phones.
Yes. This is not a, oh, look, it's right over my head. I should probably have thought of that better.
Seems like it's going to be
So what do you think about
big
folding
in
phones?
your pocket.
Well, one of the
doesn't seem
one of the
practical.
companies just came out with one is actually really not that big at all because it's like super thin when it folds out. They actually did better than Samsung. It's like they were just kind of letting Samsung go, and they're like, you know what? By the way, too bad it's by Huawei, and they spy on people, and they'll never be in the United States.
Like if it was like this thin when it folded out.
It's close. It's really close.
Well, no, wait. Yeah.
Well, that's your phone's not even that thin.
I'm thinking, yeah. I mean,
it's thinner than that phone
when it's together.
when it's folded out.
Oh, okay. See, no, that's what I'm saying.
It's only a
Like,
lip. You know what? I don't want phones to get too thin because then
I
it's
don't
like
want phones to get too thick. We already got cases and otters and other animals on the back of them that make them like gigantor.
Did you ever have an old BlackBerry that were like that thick?
No, but I had a slide out with the keyboard, so that was. I mean, it was thick.
Oh yeah,
you had a whole
what
keyboard.
was that thing called? The Sidekick.
No. I didn't have a Sidekick. I actually got the HTC from Japan before it was available in the U.S. when I first got into real estate, like in 2005, and it was an HTC, like the international company HTC, not our local.
Oh no, you're the only one thinking of the local one.
Yeah.
Everyone else is like, yeah, HTC, the Evo and all that.
No, I'm the only one who had to always explain it to locals when I said HTC, and they're like, "Oh, can I go get one?"
I've always
And I'm
thought
like,
that
"No,
was
to
so
go into
weird that they
Japan."
called themselves HTC, and because I knew of the phone company before, and it always bothered me
Okay.
that we had a company called HTC.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, more people like him, not like me. I just more local people that did that. Anyway.
I'm a tech geek like that. So anyway,
Folding phones.
Would
I'm
you
not
take one?
So I'm not going to get one. Probably. I probably will not get the
'Cause you're an
folding phone,
iPhone
whether
guy.
Samsung. Well, I mean, you kind of are too, but you're You're going to say you're a multi-phone guy or whatever, but you're kind of heavy. But the folding phone. I saw the video. I saw some of the features. I think it's the hybrid iPad and phone put together into one product. I get it. Or tablet and phones. Yeah, when I went iPad.
I think it's called a phablet.
But it's novelty. I don't know if it has the highest grade functionality that is really enough for me to spend. What is it? $2,000 on Samsung's one.
The other one's $2,600.
You can, like you said this to me. You said this. I could go buy an iPad and an iPhone for less and have both.
Yes, but you can only carry one in your pocket. But you know
You're
what?
not going to carry this unfolded in your pocket.
Turns out Apple actually has a patent for a tri-folding phone tablet.
It's just like a brochure.
Yes, actually. Yeah, it's called they'll call it the iPamphlet. Apple, don't you take that. Everyone heard it here first. It's a great name. All right, jumping on to something more audio related. I submitted some new briefings today, and I'm going to run some tests really on the keyword section of Alexa.
Mm-hmm.
So I put in some random words, and I have some with a period between them, some with a dash. Because here's what happens. If you put in smelly finger as your keyword, right? You might put smelly and a space and then finger. But then when you go back and look, Amazon's going to separate those actually with commas, and it's going to be smelly, comma, finger. So I see a lot of people coming in, and they're putting things in like, let me think. Okay, we'll say Carolina marketer, social media marketer, and they'll use the word marketer in all those, but then marketer is just taking up space basically, and it's used like 3 or 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not including that as one keyword. So what I want to test is, can you put a dash? Because if you put a dash between Carolina marketer,
one word.
it'll count it as one keyword. But does it show up if someone types in Carolina space marketer? I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, but I really want to know the most efficient way and how you can get more keywords out of it instead of using the word marketer that many times. So I'm running some tests. One of them is going to be our new, our daily. You excited about that? We're going to do like a daily audio thing where we're literally just talking to our phone.
Talking about. Yes.
Yeah, we're just going to talk into our phone and talk about random things. And it might just be a hello, but we're going to do it 365 days straight. No excuses. Even if it's just a, hey, we didn't have time to record much, so I just want to check in and keep our record going. I don't care. I don't care. We're going to do it. It's a challenge. But we have 3 of us to do it with, so I mean, we'll figure that out. So anyway, I'm going to do those SEO tests. Does anybody else has any ideas? After we do the keywords, I'm going to try this out in the description as well, and see how that works out.
Okay.
So
I mean, well, let me just speak on that real quick before you move on to the next subject without letting me talk. The keyword.
Oops.
The keyword thing that I think you guys need to know as an audience, as a membership with SoundUp or whoever you are, if you're using Flash Briefing, using Alexa, creating skills, whatever, you need to realize that I think from what I've seen and what I've tested in the content that I put out with that is that's very early in the platform that I think you can capitalize on keywords in the store. And they're starting to find this a little bit, I think, and maybe you've seen it more. But I know with mine, like I use some keywords that aren't really related to the content or topic that I'm putting out there, just because I know it's a searchable keyword. And for a while, for the last year,
but it's one you want to show up for, though.
Yeah,
you're not putting in popcorn.
Well, not unless I think it's like super, like, high known. I've tried and errored some, and what I'm saying is that Amazon's not quite getting to the point where kind of like a Google would and say, well, that content doesn't match the description or the keywords. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I think that'll come. I think Amazon will eventually hone down on their algorithms for search to make sure that the content and or description or something matches the keywords that you're getting to put in for these. But right now, I mean, I've used Gary Vee as a keyword, and I come up for Gary Vee, but my stuff has nothing to do really with Gary Vee.
But unfortunately,
I've
so many people are now.
I want to test it. I want to test that, yeah. And I think, like I said, it's starting. I think Amazon, the AI within Amazon will start filtering some of that out. But go ahead and use it while you got time.
Or look at someone in your industry that's heavily searched for, and then see if they have a skill. If they don't,
they should call SoundUp.
Or you should take advantage of that situation. What's that guy?
Affiliate.
That Tom Ferry. Did I get it right?
The real estate guy?
Yes.
Yeah, real estate.
He doesn't
coach,
have
Tom
a skill.
Ferry. What's up, Tom?
Yeah. What's going on?
I don't see you with a skill, but if you need one.
Yeah, or
SoundUpNow.com.
you could just use his name and you show up every time somebody searches.
I'm not saying that I'm not actually already using his name.
So there we go. This is something that I came across, and wow, I really didn't think this through about where these words would go. Let me just move that down here. So Alexa, there is a hospital that is putting Alexa in the hospital rooms. What do you think about that? I guess they're just to talk to.
I haven't heard about this. I'm assuming a lot of music being listened to, just so that the patient can just yell out something or a question or have somebody to talk to. Is it for comfort, or is it for are the hospitals creating skills that have like is it time to take my medicine? Is it timers like on there for treatments and or certain reminders, or is it just pure entertainment? Or?
Yeah. So basically, they're Avia is the name of this like skill.
It's Ava.
Is it Ava?
There's no Ia on it.
Why is it an I though?
No, the I's before the V.
Like I said, words are hard for Sean. Anyway, it routes to the right person's mobile phone, and if they need medicine, the request goes to a nurse. If
So
it takes
it's
too
got to have a
long-
skill in it then.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I mean, it's going to be the same thing as like a button in the room, except they just can say
They
something.
can just
instead.
yell out instead of doing this.
Right.
Which is I said that, and that wasn't supposed to be a joke. Like, I'm dead serious. Like, I don't want to hit. Eventually, the human race will not want to hit buttons. They will not want to lift their arms to have something done for them. That is where the culture is going. I'm not setting my timer on my stove. I'm talking to my Alexa from across the room while watching PTI. Like, that's just what it is.
Yeah. Aren't you a little bit worried though about you're in a hotel room and someone might be listening the whole time, like everybody is afraid of?
We're in a hospital room.
I think
They're listening anyway. They have monitors hooked up to your body.
This is true. But I do worry that I think there's going to be some people that complain that are just still scared of the whole voice assistant thing, that are going to say, I don't want that in the room, and it could be a big deal, which they could just take it out, but we'll see how they do that. But yeah, so you're for that? You think it's a good thing?
There's got to be something, because literally I was talking yesterday about an Epsom salt bath at home, and my daughter put on YouTube on TV, and a pre-roll ad was for Epsom salt. I am not even joking. That is the weirdest thing.
No one
ever.
searched for it. No one looked it up on the internet.
I talked about an Epsom salt bath like within an hour.
Why were you talking
put on
about
YouTube because it's really good, like heal, like after like muscle aches and all that.
Had you recently purchased it?
No, in fact, that's what we were talking about. We're like, do we even have any?
That is weird.
And it was a pre-roll on Colin Sav's vlog. Like, I mean, like nothing to do with the vlog. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
It was. That's weird, but I don't care. That doesn't bother me though. I think it's weird, but it's like, okay, product placement, great. All right.
Yeah, but in this, the worst part
Creepy.
is you don't know who it was that targeted you with that. And so,
I'm assuming Epsom.
here's a question I have. A lot of people are wanting to share their flash briefing, and I'm talking about the actual episode, not just. Well, let's jump on that real quick too. A lot of people do ask, how do I share my flash briefing? We have a video on Facebook about this. I'll make sure I put it on. I don't think I put
Is it on YouTube?
It is, but it needs to be a tutorial on our website now that I think about it. But definitely check it out, because you can just go to Amazon.com and search for it and share it from there. But do you share your audio file using a Headliner app or anything like that to Facebook? Or do you like to keep it native?
For podcasts, yes. And I'll microclip that down and I'll share audio that way. But that's one of our partners. With flash briefings, no, I have not. I take that back. I have shared. I have taken like the actual audio file, dropped it into like a graphic audio image and a graphic image, and then reshared that file as a post or content on both Insta and Facebook and LinkedIn and that kind of thing. I don't do it routinely. In fact, I try to drive traffic to Amazon through stories and content posting. Getting links back to Amazon for people to enable the skill itself for flash briefings and whatnot. As we head into like custom skills, I think I'll even do that more with more promotion of that skill for people to go in and enable it natively, repurposing the audio like into a podcast or to a RSS feed, which I know we could do. I haven't actually done that as much, but yeah, because I think I'm probably leaning towards the native side right now to try and help the platform of Alexa gain popularity, keeping it native that way. And then
yeah, what do you think about taking like your YouTube videos and then taking the audio out and posting that on Alexa?
I can't do it with the type of videos I do unless it's I do. Well, sometimes I'll multi. So yeah, like 90 seconds. So 90 seconds for your real estate career is a flash briefing that I have on Alexa, but I also make it a video that is on YouTube, Facebook,
Well,
LinkedIn.
I say this because there's a tech reviewer that did this recently, and he goes, so there's a Galaxy S Fold. Look at it. You see the way it looks? I'm sitting there like, no, I can't. It's an audio feed. And I'm just thinking like, be aware of what your videos are about.
Gotcha.
You're not going to be like, here's this house, take a look at it. Look at these nice blue walls. I'm just sitting here listening, like trying to imagine the blue walls.
Right.
So be careful.
But you know what I did yesterday? I did yoga. And I started thinking.
I think you mentioned that like a couple of episodes ago. We had this whole discussion.
We talked about meditation.
Versus yoga.
No. We talked about meditation. We said which industry was going to win. Go back, check tape. All right. Anyway, but in the yoga space, we might have said yoga and meditation like they're one thing, but they're very.
But then I mentioned. I do remember this because I did mention how I'd like to see the moves.
Right. Okay. And that's what I was saying when I was watching. I was doing a yoga stretch thing after I worked out yesterday.
Well, no one just sits there and watches yoga. I don't think.
Well, here's what.
Maybe.
Wait. I was trying to imagine though, because there's a lot of times she says close your eyes for breathing and like focus. So I was trying to imagine though, based on her description when she was going through the movements, could I have replicated the movements if I only heard her? Like, could I have known that? I think people that know yoga could because they could call it movements, and you could understand what you're supposed to be.
She'd tell me to do some kind of leaping frog, and I would just jump around the room.
Yeah,
I'd have no idea what that meant.
Yeah, she said, I mean, but I think there's some people that could do that. But I wonder if you explained it just because there was a couple times where she said, I mean, place your right hand behind you, left hand in this position, cross your leg over your left. Like she was specific enough that
sounds like Twister.
Could have, I think I could have figured it out, but.
Red. All right, last one because I've got to go pick up my little one from school here. What new feature would you like to see Alexa do in 2019? As in, what isn't possible that they could add to it? I'll tell you mine.
Yeah,
mine would be to have a voicemail type ability. Right now, you can send messages one way where someone asks a question and you have an audio, but what would be great is to have the ability to leave something with your voice and then we hear it and can respond with voice as sort of like almost like an audio messaging service. That's, yes, you can do that right now with Alexa using their messaging service, but there's not a public facing one where you can have a skill and people can message back and forth with it.
Gotcha. So you want like a WhatsApp for Alexa?
With voice, yes.
With voice.
Yeah.
I think most of my ideas revolve around it's capable. I think it's custom skill creation.
Oh no, I'm thinking like not capable. Like what's something
I know.
I'm
saying
restrict.
capable, but not out there yet. Like what you just said is capable on Alexa.
No, they won't let you.
That's
what I'm saying. They literally
party?
No, they literally.
I haven't researched what they are limiting.
Okay, well then I should
have
have prepared you for that question. That's my fault.
Because I mean, there's lots of things I wish I could do. Like you know, hey, come, just say Alexa, have someone come wash my car, and someone show up. You know what I mean? Like there's things but I know that's capable. It's whether they allow you to do. Like you got to create the skill for that interface kind of thing.
Well, let's come back to that one maybe next week and see if you have
like certain companies out there allowing people to do third. But
yeah. Sound effects brought to you by Chris and SoundUp.
We are a sound company.
Nick,
audio content platform.
I'm going to make him start wearing headphones so he hears this.
What, you hear this?
Yeah, very loudly.
Really?
If you're in your car, I'm sorry if you just crash into a tree because you were scared.
You did not. I thought a squirrel was in the backseat.
Oh, I hate squirrels.
He loves squirrels.
Anyway,
you and Adam.
That's all I have for this episode. Follow us at SoundUp Now everywhere. Follow us on LinkedIn. Please go over and follow SoundUp Now on LinkedIn. We're going to try and play with this LinkedIn platform. I heard
like it's brand new or something.
I heard people are on it.
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn. Maybe let us try the live thing. Just saying.
Good.
But I don't think they will if we don't have any followers. So
you guys have a great Tuesday. We'll see you next week.
Goodbye.
Bye, Felicia.